Save your tears, everybody. It's all right. We're driving from Raleigh, North Carolina, or Durham, really, wherever Duke was, and we're driving back to State College for the end of our voyage. It's our last drive trip. 7 hours. There's 5 hours left. And yeah, it's the wrap-up episode. It's, all the regulars are coming back. Cass and two. And we're gonna, how should we do this? We do our rankings of the state. And then, I don't know, what do you want to do?
Sure.
So sad. So yeah, we just left Duke. I would consider going to Duke if they wanted to offer me. Just putting that out there.
Duke is gorgeous.
Duke was like absurdly nice.
Still go heels. I feel like if we got to see Chapel, we probably would have liked it more than Duke.
Outside of Duke was not allegedly was not the nicest area. I don't know what it's like outside of Chapel Hill, but yeah, we've had some weird weather on the drive. Back to the topic of conversation. Our road trip. It's been an eye-opening experience. We've seen all of America. Every single important part, at least of the 13 colonies. And yeah, maybe we should start with our rankings, I guess.
Yeah.
You go first.
Oh, I'm first? Okay. Going from
lowest to highest.
Lowest to highest, yeah. So, unsurprisingly, bottom of my list. Sorry, Emil. It's gonna stay Indianapolis.
No. Really?
It's held steady. There's been like zero movement in the power rankings as far as Indy being bottom of the list.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go Indy.
Why Indy last?
Oh, okay. We're elaborating.
Yeah. Elaborate a little bit.
I mean, Indy's just like barren. It was great getting to see Emil and getting to see the place that he talked about a lot, that he allegedly has a lot of fun in. The drive there was pretty draining, just on the basis of what the Midwest is like, which because I guess that was our quick engagement with the Midwest was Indy, which was yeah. I mean, I think aside from that, we were in like the South.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But I mean, as far as the Midwest, yeah, Indiana was my first time driving through, or being in Ohio, which nothing to report there. So yeah, Indy, and then once you get there, it's cute, it's nice, it's millennial, and it's just empty. Like, it's just minimal stuff going on outside of Lilly.
Yeah, apparently the Lilly power,
it's a research headquarters. Yeah,
research headquarters is in Indianapolis. Indianapolis is last on my list as well. Just as a quick aside, it was, to put it into context, we were gonna stay at like a Motel 6 that was a little outside the city, allegedly. And our buddy was like, "No, dude, you have to stay inside the city. Like, it's so much better." So we did, and it really felt like we stayed outside the city. It was like we stayed in like a suburban town,
and it was like the middle of the city.
And apparently, it was the middle of the city. Yeah, like it was. And then we went out. It was a Sunday night, but there was like 4 bars open. 2 of them were gay bars. We're not gay. So it wasn't kind of our scene.
Not per se.
And that was Indianapolis. We don't need to elaborate too much. They have one skyscraper.
They have one skyscraper.
They're really proud of it.
Okay, yeah, but so after that, I don't know, kind of a hot take here, but I'm gonna go Nashville. Because I'm assuming that like Louisville isn't getting its flowers in this, right?
No, like we had to. So our rankings, we had to have stayed in these places. Like,
yeah.
We did some pit stops in other places, but like,
Although with that in mind, I think Pensacola doesn't have to be set up.
Pensacola doesn't need to be on
okay.
To stop.
But yeah, I'm gonna go Nashville second to last. Really cool city. it was nice. It was cool to like engage with the country music thing. Also felt like a bit of a tourist trap.
Okay, that's interesting. I can see why you would say that. Yeah, a lot of nightlife. I felt like that would be more up your alley. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm not that, like, I do like country, but I think beyond that, like, my, like what I would say my favorite thing is, like, I love live music. And,
they
like,
had that in spades.
They had it in spades, but it was also, like, it was, like, so, like, in your face that it was, like, a little bit, like, I don't know. I mean, it was like good live music, but then it was like, I struggled with, I don't really know what it is. Maybe I'd say like the continuity of like, you know, you're claiming country, but then like, I feel like we heard like mostly like rock and blues with like caveats of like country pride.
So how much did the band rejecting your request for a song play into this ranking?
Honestly, like it got to me a little bit because it was like,
I can sense that.
Sorry, you're right.
Bitterness.
Well, because like we heard Stevie Ray, we heard Leonard Skinner, we heard Eric Clapton. Like, so I mean, if you're gonna be just like performing live music, then fucking perform it. Don't like all of a sudden turn your nose because like you want to fit a niche. But no,
the Rolling Stones aren't country.
This is sounding way too pessimistic. I loved Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville was awesome. Just because it's low on the list, we saw a lot of great country areas.
So I'll like throw that in there too. Like, I love Nashville and it was super cool, but I'm gonna have to park it there on the list because then next week I'm gonna go Memphis.
Well, I think I should go my
okay, yeah.
Or what, a 7th spot? How many did we do?
1, 2, like 6 or 7.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Give yours next from Indy.
Yours is Memphis.
No, mine was Nashville.
Okay, Nashville. I hot take was gonna do New Orleans. New Orleans was cool. It was another party town. We were driving through the state of Louisiana, past Baton Rouge to get there. Baton Rouge is I would not live there. Let's put it that way. That's a big thing with my list. I kind of look on livability. I could never live in New Orleans. It was just a little. It was a lot. The food we had was not good.
No.
It was a cool vibe though. It was like if you were to go with like 20 of your friends, that'd be sweet. But it was very, very tourist trappy on Bourbon Street, and we even went to like the non-touristy areas, and it was still like just not. I don't know. It wasn't my vibe per se.
Yeah.
That church was cool.
Church was super sick.
There's some cool history stuff. New Orleans is apparently the most haunted city in the U.S., so we could have went on some tours.
It's the voodoo, bro.
Yeah, we chose not to. So yeah, New Orleans is.
Second to last.
Second to last. Second to last on the list.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, kind of bouncing off that. Yeah, I think, you know, you reminded me of that. I think I would go New Orleans then next for me after Nashville. I like New Orleans a little bit more than Nashville, just because like, I mean, like Bourbon Street is definitely like feels the exact same as Broadway. I mean, like that was kind of the funny thing is that like all of these southern cities had like a defining street. Like Austin, it was 6th Street. Nashville was Broadway. New Orleans, Bourbon Street. River Street for Savannah, King Street for Charleston. Like kind of like a.
They did kind of have that main.
That did seem to be like a general trend. But like Bourbon Street aside, like I think New Orleans was like a cooler place. I mean, I just liked like being a little closer to the water. Like Nashville, you could really feel as well that you were like in the middle of the U.S., which isn't really for me.
True.
So I liked I liked feeling like, you know, like the seafood and like, even though the food we had wasn't necessarily the best, but like it still had more of like that like port city vibe, which I think I liked a little bit more.
Counter, we did get beignets. They were like the best thing I've ever had.
That's true. Beignets were fire.
Did forget about them.
So I think New Orleans was really fun. I think I'm gonna give it a little bit of the benefit of the doubt too, that we might have caught it at a little bit of like a hairy time.
Yeah.
Just because like between like the amount of driving it took both before and after, paired with the storm,
and they
like,
said that it is the worst time.
And we came like the worst time to go.
Yeah,
and with all that being said, I still loved it. And like I thought that like the history there was probably like one of the coolest. Like getting to learn about how it was like French and then Spanish. And I mean, also I think that was probably, I feel like New Orleans was like the most integrated we got of like any of the places, just in terms of like it was like between that and Austin of like not authentically, but like what's another word for like naturally?
I don't even know what you mean, integrated.
Just like getting to actually like converse with people.
Oh.
Authentically is not the right word that I'm looking for, but organically, like kind of like learn about and like experience like the place we're at. Like I feel like Austin, we got to like meet locals, talk with them. New Orleans, like same vibe. Like I think we actually got like a taste of like what it's actually like to be there, as opposed to just like kind of be on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
So that's why I think New Orleans edges out Nashville for
That's
me.
your third to last spot. All right,
Yeah.
We can't just do third to last. So how many cities do we do?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, including Durham.
9. So 9 for both of us is Indy.
8 for me was Nashville. You were New Orleans.
Are you ranked? I'm not gonna rank Raleigh.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're not rating
So
Durham? Yeah, 8 is last, and then 7.
So
I
8's
just gave
Indy.
my 6th.
You just give your 6. 8th for 8th for me was Indy. 7th was
New Orleans.
Yours 8 Indy. 7th Nashville. 6th
New Orleans.
New Orleans. Okay. My 6th city. I'm gonna go Memphis. Memphis. This is not a knock on Memphis. Memphis stole our heart. Every single thing we hear about Memphis is a bad thing. People are like, "Ooh, rough Memphis." I hear it's not bad. We had an awesome time in Memphis. We were only there for one night, but it was so cool. Beale Street, which was essentially talking about Nashville, like it was like a black Nashville. It was like a black Broadway, where it was like all the bars were owned by like jazz singers. B.B. King had a bar. What are the other bars?
B.B. King was like the only like real name one, but I mean like.
Well, Jared King Lawler, the WWE wrestler, he had a bar there, which is sick. I mean, how many bars does New York City have that are owned by WWE superstars? None.
Point 1 Memphis.
Yeah, point Memphis over New York. But Memphis was just so. We had a valet driver who told us the places to go. He was super nice, and he was really trying to undersell Memphis. It was a very like. People say it's not safe. We weren't going out at night, so we couldn't tell you that. But it was a very cool vibe. It was like right on the Mississippi River. It seemed very slow. It was cool. The Bass Pro Shop, not underrated. Super cool. Like, super cool.
Top tier part of the trip.
I mean, the 10th largest pyramid in the world.
With the largest freestanding elevator.
Yeah. And it was pretty awesome. I want to put it high on the list, but like, I don't know if I can. Like, Memphis over New Orleans, like they should be parading the streets over that. The fact that it got higher in the power rankings. Destroyed Indy. I mean, Indy sucks. But yeah, so that's number 6 on my list.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So I mean, building off that, I would say I'll put Memphis at 5.
Yeah. It's a good spot.
It's like, I mean, like I just think like like
People are gonna be shocked it's not 8.
yeah, I mean, first, like, for me as like a musical nerd, and like especially around like, you know, blues and rock and roll, I mean, this trip kind of like just like gave me the chance to like, because I mean, like, between like the driving and like pondering and just like thinking about shit, like got to like really like realize like kind of like it's like really cool, like the intersectionality between like geography and music, in terms of like how the end of jazz and the Great Migration up the river delta, up the Mississippi, is like why Memphis and Chicago are like hailed as like the two birthplaces of blues. So I mean, I think like realizing that and then getting to like be there, and then like while we were like listening to all these tunes that like reference Memphis, like I was almost like, oh my god, like I never realized that like Memphis was like not a big deal, because like it's a small city and like not really going on, but it like low-key does have like more cultural relevance than like a lot of cities its size.
Yeah.
A lot more cultural relevance than Indy. So I liked that. The food was great.
It was punching outside its weight class.
Yeah. And then like, I mean, like one last thing I'll just throw in for Memphis is why I put it 5. I wasn't like rating livability as high on like my rankings, I think, as like as you. But for me, with like the livability, Memphis actually seemed like what we saw a lot of Memphis was like families and like, you know, like parents taking their kids to like the beautiful waterfront park, and like honestly like a pretty strong community as far as like cities are concerned. Like
a lot of retirees I thought I saw walking around.
And like just like general like niceness, like people like a woman walked by and like asked like someone that was parked like, oh, what song is that? Like, I love that song. And like I want to add it to my playlist. So, like stuff like that. So like, I mean, this is like a terrible analogy, and I don't want to be taken the wrong way, but it almost felt like a very minor version of like what happens in France with Marseille, where like Marseille has this like terrible reputation of being a port city filled with crime, organized crime, violent crime, like very scary place. And then whenever we went, it was like we couldn't find a bad thing about it. Like,
yeah,
Memphis almost felt the same, like obviously much smaller and like much less going on there than like Marseille.
Keep in mind, we are 2 ignorant white kids who grew up in the suburbs, who spent a night in each of these cities.
Yeah.
So we don't know what's going on, but stand by what I said.
Yeah.
I think Memphis is up and coming, personally.
Agreed. Sorry.
But
what's your 5?
Oh, that was your 5? Oh, frick. What cities do we even have left?
I mean, I feel like you're gonna say Nashville.
No.
Oh,
I think I'm going Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, I think number 5 on my list is Dallas. I mean, they shot JFK. Like, what else can we say? Like, they definitely shot him. I don't know who did it. I can go on. We've been going on down rabbit holes in terms of that stuff. But Dallas was very nice. There was clearly a lot of money there. There was clearly, it kind of reminded me of LA a little bit.
Yeah.
Super, like, need to drive everywhere.
Dallas and Austin both must be kind of having some of that Californication.
Yeah. But, I mean...
But Dallas is more like LA.
Dallas is more like downtown LA.
And Austin is more like San Diego or something.
We'll get to Austin.
We'll tell you that. They'll get their own...
Dallas was... you just had to drive everywhere, which I didn't love.
Yeah, agreed.
The bars, there was like 3 really cool bars. They were absolutely mobbed, all of them. It was still a good time. We got really good food. We forget about that. That Tex-Mex that we got.
Tex-Mex we got was fire.
Incredible.
And then the breakfast we got the next day.
Oh my God, dude.
The barbecue.
The barbecue was absurd.
Nuts.
I gotta pass by this trailer as we're driving.
Good job.
It was underrated food spot. Definitely an underrated food spot that we went to. But yeah, I stand by it. 5. I just like a drivable city or a walkable city.
Yeah.
It wasn't walkable.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, I'm putting Dallas at 4. Which I mean, I'm sorry that I just keep like copying yours, but like one up. But you know, I love Dallas. I think like just because of the fact that we weren't really driving around and we weren't trying to Uber everywhere all the time. It felt a little bit remote because like each individual neighborhood that we went to, I felt like seemed awesome. Like there was like the area where we got the barbecue at, and then there was like the area where we went bar hopping. Then there was just like the area around where we were staying, and like all through those places distinctly were like super cool. But it just sucked that they were like not easily accessible one to the other without a car.
It was big. It was
like
big.
if I had like a source of income and was able to like Uber around, I think I would have loved it.
If our name was Zach Martin, it would be awesome.
But like I will say like the stuff that I loved, the food was great. People were like super nice. Like I mean, like we got to watch the USA World Cup game there, and that was, you know, one hell of an experience.
Oh, no. School buses are all going to be.
It's okay.
How is it? We're in, where is this? Virginia.
Yeah.
There's a school zone on the highway. How is that possible?
We're in Virginia. We're on the back roads in Virginia. Would be
Yeah.
my answer. But no, I love the Dallas food, and then like I can't speak highly enough about the Katy Trail. Like the Katy Trail, like
Oh yeah, I forgot
like
about that.
just like a beautiful walkway. I mean, like we were doing this in like mid-June when it was like sweltering.
Yeah.
But like I feel like they're like I can't imagine how nice that must be like in like November when you're like look at the news and you're hearing about like the Northeast getting dumped with snow, and it's just like 70 degrees and sunny, and you just go for a run through the city. They hide their skyscrapers well. It's kind of like it's like the opposite of Indy. Like where Indy has one skyscraper and they want you to see it, Dallas has a ton of skyscrapers, but they don't want you to realize that you're like in a big city.
They did try to hide them a little bit.
And they did a good job with it. Like you didn't really notice. And I mean, I love Dallas except for like the one like sketchy-ish walk. Not even sketchy, just like it was like kind of dirty and like empty. When we were walking from the JFK Museum.
It is an interesting thing, the skyscraper thing that you mentioned. Because I remember I always said like I'm from New York State. I'm not from the city, but I always say like I'm from New York. Like if I was like 5 minutes live 5 minutes over and I'm from Jersey, I can't say like, oh, I'm from New York. You have to say I'm from Jersey. While like people from Philly, people from Dallas, people from wherever, they can live outside the city but always say like, oh, I'm from Dallas or I'm from Philly. And I think that's just because like all these cities that we're realizing you can just drive into like no problem. Like you can live outside the city and like go out to bars in Dallas or Charleston or whatever. But New York is such a beast that like it takes like an hour just to like get into the city.
Yeah.
So I think the distinction, that was more just an observation than anything. That didn't really have a point to our power rankings, but
It needed to be said though.
It was interesting for me to just realize that because like I never say like, oh, I'm from New York City. Well, I mean I live there now. Like,
which you always include when people ask where you're from.
yeah, which you know, flex. Nobody ever cares when I say it. No. Yeah, no, that was an interesting observation I made. That was it.
What was your number 4?
Oh, my number 4. That was your number 4?
I'm surprised, dude. Nashville's a late riser.
No,
for you.
4 is Nashville. Yeah,
Okay.
4 is Nashville. I thought very livable. I could definitely see myself living there. I don't think I ever will, but
Tough one.
but it was like the Broadway was very cool. It was a lot, but just like I mean, put any of one of those Broadway bars in any other city, and they'd be like, "That's the greatest bar ever." But like they have 5 of them in Nashville.
True that.
So it was very cool. Vanderbilt was nice. The food was good. We got good recommendations, and I just love live band. Like that's kind of the way to my heart almost. So yeah, Nashville was cool. It was okay. It was cool. Let's leave it at that. You number 3.
I think we're gonna be like pretty even.
Yeah, I think we have the same top 3.
Although I'm curious what the order is, because like, dude,
say, and then I'll.
Should I just give my 3? Or no? Okay, should I just go?
Yeah, all right, go. Give your top 3.
No, I'll just give my 3.
Or your number 3.
You're. I know that it's almost like sinful to say, especially after I watched Dazed and Confused last night.
Wow.
But I know. I'm gonna put 3 Austin.
Wow.
And like, I hope you can understand, like, just
no,
like
I don't. Continue.
You gotta do the directions or
Fuck.
so I'm gonna put Austin below.
Wow. Don't even say it. Well, Savannah's your 2, or
Oh,
what?
no, I'm not gonna say. I don't know the order.
Those are the last 2.
But I'm just saying, I'm not gonna. I can't put it above Savannah or Charleston just because, like, I'm an ocean guy. Like, I'm a Pisces. I'm a water sign. Like, I love the ocean. And like, so as much as like I love the vibe in Austin, and as much fun as I had, and as much as it was great seeing like one of my great friends for the first time, getting to visit him in Texas, shout out Mitchell. Like, all of that being said, like, I loved it, and I love the people I met. Like, I love the Penn State bar.
Leave it at that, and then
yeah, but it's gonna get edged out by.
Leave it at that, and I'll give my.
Yeah, go ahead. You give your spiel.
Yeah.
Well, no, you give your.
I'll give my
give
3.
3. Yeah. Then we can debate. Yeah.
Number 3 for me, Charleston.
Oh.
Charleston was very nice. It was very pretty. It was a lot bigger than I realized. I'd been there before to visit College Charleston, and College Charleston was just as cool. We visited like a lot of colleges on this tour, just that's why we're mentioning them. But Charleston was cool. We went out and we had fun. We had a fine time. How would you describe our night out?
In Charleston?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, like, yeah, I loved Charleston, but probably this is like where I get in hot water for this take. But like the lowest grade that Charleston gets for me is on nightlife.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I loved like the ocean.
Wait, so is that your 2 spot?
Charleston's gonna be my 2. Yeah.
Okay, so you're officially number 2. Now we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Charleston, yeah, nightlife. Ooh, there was a lot of people out. It was a Saturday night. We had to like wait in lines. It was a bit much. The bar we were at was very cool because there was live music, and as soon as we started listening to it, they put on a really bad DJ, and it just kind of ruined it.
Yep.
So we left there. It was also the tail end of the trip. We were a bit tired.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was all right. We had Hetty's Burgers, best burgers in Charleston. It was but it was so nice. But there was so much to do that I don't think we did any of it.
In Charleston?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you were scratching the surface. Like, the exhaustion definitely.
It being at the tail end of the trip definitely played a factor. But still, it was really nice.
It was really nice, and then like I also just like Charleston seemed like such a great place. Like, I mean, it was just really cool getting to see like your family there.
Yeah.
Like, cause like just to see like, dude, Charleston is like a sick place. It seems like to like, you know, like maybe not necessarily as like a college grad. I mean, we've also met college grads there, but like as like a young adult, then like starting a family and stuff like that. Like, Charleston seemed like such a cool place because it was like a blend of like all of the fun stuff, but like also it's like nice, and it can be quiet if you need it to be quiet. Like,
yeah.
It doesn't have to be all up in your face.
That's where I say the whole like living outside the city thing, because people that were out that we were talking to lived outside the city and could just like Uber in. Comparing it to New York, like New York, you're not just gonna like
you never
Uber in from outside the city. So Yeah, but Charleston was pretty sweet. There's no skyscrapers.
No skyscrapers.
No skyscrapers, and was still high in the west, which says a lot
About Indy.
about Indy.
No, yeah, it was so pretty. The beach in Charleston.
We did go to the beach.
The beach was so nice. Like, I could so see like my dad just like having like a little Vespa scooter that he would ride up to the beach at like 7 in the morning and just get a cup of coffee and then just like sit on the beach till noon and then go home. And like I was kind of trying to emulate that a little bit since we were there on Father's Day.
Okay.
Loved Charleston.
So Charleston was my 3 spot.
Yeah, you gotta get your 2.
So my 2 is Savannah. So your 1 is Savannah.
I guess we get to talk about our number 1.
All right, let's talk about it.
Dude, I mean, like, maybe this is recency bias, but like Savannah had it all. Like, it was lively. The town was gorgeous. Like, it was on the water. It was like not far from the beach. We didn't go to the beach at Savannah, but it was like River Street like led right out to like the Atlantic Ocean. So like the bar scene was great. It was young, fun, and then like also though like just like the duality of it's like, oh, like we were out late at night and we were having a great time and we were like singing karaoke, and we get up in the morning and we go to this like gorgeous park where they're playing like soccer and ultimate frisbee, and they have a farmer's market and they have like so many artists, and like something like that too was just like at least for me it was like kind of like all of the different things that I've liked about all the cities along the way. Like it kind of had like, you know, like Austin and Memphis's like slow pace with like Nashville's maybe nightlife with but then like I can't even put my finger on, like I don't necessarily know if we even like saw another place that had like the comparative like something comparable to the farmer's market, because that thing was just so sick.
I am gonna have to make a turn here, so keep talking about it.
Okay, I'll keep talking about it. Like, it was just like, because like the market, like it had like
it was very intimate.
It was like, it was just so cool, because honestly it was like
Nope, not anything.
it was like really replicative of anything of like Arts Fest in State College. Like, not necessarily to that scale.
I don't think anyone has ever compared Savannah, Georgia to State College.
Dude, it had like a similar vibe. Like, it was like a whole strip of like artists like showing off their work, and it was like anything from like abstract, realism, paintings, like sketches, different art mediums, and then it's like that's a whole strip, and then the other strip is like all like food, like whether it's barbecue, whether it's like gumbo, soul food, like farmers market type, like peaches and all this produce.
Yeah.
Like, it was so cool.
All right, I would Savannah was awesome.
Savannah was like the State College of the South, is what
I don't want to knock Savannah in any way. It was awesome. There was a park every single 5 feet. The food we got was good. The what was it, River Street, with all the bars were at?
Yeah.
I mean, we only went to like 2 bars, and there seemed like there was like 1,000 more. It was really cool. Very it was like a small town vibe in like a big
Right,
city.
so it was like State College.
No.
Yes, it was.
It was very nice. The food that we got was good. Georgia Peach, and the soccer game that we watched we watched the soccer game with like 50 million people.
Tune back to the last episode for more.
We went more in depth on the shirtless soccer game. A lot of tourists though. You gotta say that.
That's true.
Very tourist heavy, but also I can't tell. It was a smaller city, but it was super nice. It was like every single street was like covered with like weeping willows, and I guess those are weeping willow trees, right?
Is that what they're called?
I don't know.
I thought the Weeping Willows from Harry Potter.
That's the
Whomping Willow.
Whomping.
Sorry, my fault.
But it was really nice. Very nice area. We didn't even see the beach. I would have loved to see the beach. And again, we were only there for a night too.
Yeah.
Expensive.
Yeah.
That was a knock on it. I mean, these are all cities, so they're all expensive. But that one was a little more expensive than we're used to by comparison. But I think that might be just because it's smaller.
And I think it was recency bias too, because it's like at the beginning of the trip we were like, oh, like whatever, we have like budgeted a certain amount. Now we're like staring down the barrel and we're like, all right, how are we gonna get home?
Oh my god!
Like, how are we gonna fill the gas tank?
If we sell the car, maybe we can catch a bus. Yeah, no.
But no, I think you're right as well. The small town, definitely.
Yeah, Savannah was very, very cool. I don't know. It's your number one, so you gotta. What else do you want to say about it, or do you want to?
I mean, I just maybe like, despite being like tired and fatigued from like the road and this trip, like we've been going out a lot, all that, all the above. Honestly, like I felt like Savannah was like just like the most like fulfilling for me. Like it was like cause like I felt like I got to like experience so many different things, even though it was like so quick. Like, and like part of that was just because of how walkable it was. Also, since it was a small town, more condensed. I don't know, but like I felt like I got the most of like the nighttime and the daytime, if that makes sense. Like it was like there was shit to do all the time. It wasn't like we were like, you know, twiddling our thumbs until it was time to hit the bars at night.
Yeah.
Or it wasn't like we were like, yo, let's go home, like there's nothing to do here. It was like the nights were great. Like you didn't want to end the night too early, but you also didn't want to miss too much of the day because like there's so much going on.
I'm gonna have to pull over so we finish this. We're driving through the rain right now. It's not the greatest safety hazard, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. Give your soliloquy on Austin.
So yeah, that was your Savannah.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So Austin, Texas. There's this little town in Texas called Austin. Austin's so sweet. Austin's like, I mean, people have been talking about Austin a while now since COVID. There's nothing you can even like kind of point to. It's just kind of like, am I wrong in saying there's just like a vibe there?
No, there definitely is. Like people were so nice.
Like it was just kind of like everyone was chilled out and was like it was just. Like, all right. First off, UT. I was shocked by UT because I thought it was gonna be a lot more of a campus. It's a lot more of a city school than I expected. Like it's a big campus, but it's blended into the city a lot more.
Yeah.
All the bars are like outdoor, like.
They're all just like you wear like flip flops too.
Yeah, like flip flops, picnic tables, like that's the kind of vibe at least the places we were.
Until you go to 6th Street.
Well, 6th Street, even 6th Street was like.
It's like a club, dude.
The Penn State bar was on 6th Street.
And that was sick. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was like they had like outdoor seating there.
Yeah. So yeah.
And there's a ton of them. We wanted to go to the Comedy Mothership, but we did not. That would have been cool if we could see like Shane Gillis or something. It was it was such a vibe in that place. They had skyscrapers, they had lakes, they had parks. Apparently, I looked the like little walking trail that I went to is like the number 1 running trail like in the country.
I believe that.
Yeah, it was pretty flat and it was just like right around the lake, and people like paddleboard on the lake. I mean, this is a major city. Could you imagine people paddleboarding on the Hudson River? Like no. It was really cool. I could definitely see myself living in Austin. And we went to like just Texas had it going on.
Yeah. See because I feel like not to like rain on your parade here.
Yeah.
Like the only thing like not even like this isn't even like a negative per se, but like a lot of the things that you described, like and this is just me, I couldn't differentiate Austin and Dallas as much as you, I don't think.
Fair.
Like I loved them both a lot, which
Fair.
is why they're both really high on my list. But Austin just didn't have like, I didn't really experience that much more.
I feel like it was a lot more artsy than Dallas, though. Dallas was like a business hub, and like Austin seemed like a place you'd meet like artists at. Am I wrong?
No, okay, yeah, I agree with that then. Which is, I mean, yeah. So I think but I felt then like the vibe of like nice people though was like very true in Dallas. as well.
Yeah.
And like, so I just felt like they were similar, but I get what you're coming at as well, or coming from as well.
It was super. Gosh, this is like horrible podcasting because like it's a pure vibe thing of like I was there, and you're like, I don't know why I like this place, but I like this place.
I almost feel like the way that you feel about Austin is maybe how I felt a little bit about Memphis. Just because like Austin with like its connection to like film and like being like a hub of like some of your favorite movies.
Yeah.
And it's the same way that like some of my favorite musicians, like, so I mean that was a reason for me to put Memphis number one, but like Memphis was like higher than it really probably should have been on my list because of that.
Yeah.
Or just like not even higher than it should have been, but it was just like I regarded it highly because of that. Maybe you felt very similar with Austin because of like
Austin. I relied a lot on the people because like I when we talked about that one kid who we met him at the bar. He was like friends with Mitchell, who we were staying with, and like if we were in New York, I'd be like, all right, this kid is fucking different right now.
He was so nice.
He was so nice, and he was just like a cool guy, and it was like he just had that. He was like wearing a Texas t-shirt. And it was like, all right, this is just like how Texas people are. But like, had that been in New York, I'm like, all right, this guy's fucking with me. And I kind of felt like that until, whoa, that tree split.
Whoa.
That was crazy. But it was just kind of, the people were really cool. People were so, like, chill. Like, I don't even know how to describe it.
It's a vibe.
I just, shout out to my sister and her now fiance. Everyone is like Brielle and Sean Darley. My family will understand what that's like. They just like, people didn't seem fazed about much. They were just like going with the flow.
That's just how people are in Austin.
Yeah.
Tom McConaughey described it too.
Yeah. And I mean, everyone's Matthew McConaughey. That's what you should pull from this. So yeah, that's our final ranking. Give your final rankings in order, and then whatever.
Right now, just from bottom to top.
Yeah.
All right. It was Indy, Nashville, New Orleans, Memphis, Dallas, Austin, Charleston, Savannah.
Okay.
Did I forget one?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Austin, wow. Austin being third for you was not good. Didn't see that coming. I like it though. You know, you need that for a final episode. Nice choice.
Well, I didn't think you'd have Nashville so high.
Purely but Nashville didn't almost. I was disappointed in Nashville because I didn't think it earned it. It just kind of but it did.
It got it. Like its reputation carried it.
Yeah, its reputation carried it, not the. It wasn't working too hard for it.
No.
But yeah, my rankings: 8 Indy, 7 New Orleans, 6 Memphis, 5 Dallas, 4 Nashville, 3 Charleston, 2 Savannah, number 1 Austin. Austin. I loved Austin, obviously, but I couldn't tell you why. So yeah, takeaways from the trip. It's a big question for.
Yeah, damn. I mean, it was just like. I mean, I feel like it was just cool because it was almost like a miniature experience of, I feel like, kind of what social media is showing right now about the World Cup, to be timely, of how, like, you know, everyone's kind of just, like, controlled by the headlines, but then, like, once we kind of get to know each other on, like, an individual basis, we realize, like, the headlines don't really get anything right. So it's how, like Europeans, for example, are coming and, like, they think every American is, like, bigoted right now and, like, whatnot, and, like, because of, like, whatever beef is going on. And
then they go to a Dunkin' Donuts and their mind is completely flipped.
Or they go to, like, a Texas barbecue and their brain shuts off and they pass out. Like, and that's not because, I mean, I feel like this was, like, my first time, like, really going to the South. And, like, I mean, not to be corny, but, like, I mean, there's definitely a lot more similarities than there were differences. And for the most part, it was, like, just, like, the human component of it, like, I think, like, that's what I'll hold on to the most is probably just, like, the people we met in each spot. And, like, that's kind of how I felt whenever I studied abroad, and I think, like, to bring it back to, like, my personal Like I think what Matthew McConaughey is to you is like almost like I look at like Anthony Bourdain. And like,
okay, I don't know if you get to claim Anthony Bourdain.
I'm claiming, if you get to claim McConaughey, then I'm claiming Bourdain.
But I'm so much like Matthew McConaughey.
Dude, I'm a good cook.
Do you know how many times people have
Do you know how
mistaken
bad
me for
my
Matthew
impression is?
McConaughey? God.
Yes.
Jesus.
Cut that one out.
Staying in.
No, but like I think that's what like Bourdain like talks about is just like, you know, getting to meet people that like have different experiences, but like.
No, definitely.
So I think that was cool. Like it was like whenever we were like, whether it was like sitting in a pub with like the locals in New Orleans, or you know, meeting kids from like VT in Coastal Carolina and Charleston, or just going to like a college bar in UT. It was like we all kind of just want the same thing.
Yeah.
And we just kind of want to like sit outside in nice weather and have a drink or two. And I don't know.
No, I agree. So me and Owen met studying abroad in Paris last spring, and there's a weird thing of just talking to people, like Europeans, getting their perspective. The entire experience made me want to travel America a lot more, because people talk about Europe and Europeans are always like, oh yeah, like I wanted to go to, or I went to Austria, and I'm from France, and they travel all over Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And Europe's basically like the same size as the United States. And I'm like, oh, I have this opportunity to travel these places, and I'm like, we don't. I would say the people obviously want very similar things, but it's so interesting, like the cultural differences between, and they're very, very minimal.
Mm-hmm.
But, like the cultural differences between like where I grew up in New York versus like people from Texas or people from Pensacola, or you know, like we're all Americans, we're all rowing in the same boat, yet we are so different. And there's so many, I think, values from here that we can take back. Of like, it's so much more chill down here. Like it's just like there's so much less hustle and bustle, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like, you know, like why do you need the hustle and bustle? Like why do you need to like, when I order a matcha and like I'm getting really annoyed that it's like takes 20 minutes to get a matcha, and I'm like, why do I need it in 20 minutes? Or why do I need it in 5 minutes? Like, who cares?
Just chill out.
Just chill out, dude. Like, everyone else is like chill. Like, we're not, you know, time isn't money here. I'm unemployed. So, just like enjoy the moment of it all. I think there's a lot, South seems to have a lot more enjoying the moment than at least the Northeast does, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that was a big takeaway for me. But yeah, it's southern summer.
I like it.
It was really hot.
Yeah.
We were sweating a lot on this trip.
Thank God it's gonna be cold back home.
We're driving into like a storm.
It's gonna be like 90 degrees and sunny in State College.
Is it really?
Probably. But anyways.
Yeah, no, this trip was great. Thank you to Owen for coming along with me.
Thanks for driving me, Kieran.
Yeah, this would have been, I wasn't going to do it by myself. That would have been depressing.
Dude, I'm really glad I did it too. I'm glad you like, because I was going to end up not doing like a senior trip type. And now like I got to experience something. And it was also just like really nice, like, because it was like, it kind of laid the groundwork of how you like maintain relationships after like, you know, life divergences.
Yeah.
Like us doing this trip was like an example of that, and then all the people that we got to see along the way was also an example of that.
100%.
Like I feel like in nearly every stop we had, no, that's not true, but like in like a lot of the stops, they were like in one way or another centered around like maintaining relationships with people in different stages of their life, which was like nice to see like firsthand, because I have no experience with that since I've been spoiled with having everything at like my fingertips. For the last 22 years, going to school where I grew up and everything like that.
Yeah, there's something in my eye right now. So yeah, this trip has been great. Substacks, just keep reading the Substacks. It won't be about road trips as much anymore, obviously. But this was a great learning experience, and it was a great time. So, thank you, Owen, for coming with me. Thank you guys, the thousands of viewers that we have on our podcast every time we post it. So, yeah. 2026 road trip.
Done.
Done.
France, here we come.